Namaskar friends, this is NJ, your host on this channel. So guys, in this video we will have our discussion on the weekly horoscope results for the week of May 5th till May 11th. So yes guys, we will have our discussion just because this is going to be the last week. Immediate after that, planets are going to be in a perfect alignment, and let's say for example if you are running some favorable dasha, so the planetary vibration will definitely support you. And guys, just because even for my own research base as well, not for me to feel good that I said something and that happened in your life, but just to add for our research base, whenever any significant event happen in your life over the week, how can you match it, relate it with the analysis done for your zodiac sign? Please write it in the comment section. We all will benefit because of that. And along with that guys, because I aspire to be on that level, like the way the news comes all the time that the US intelligence or their embassy has issued a warning that something can happen in the next 24 hours or 48 hours, refrain from traveling in that direction, and it happened very accurately. So I still remember when I just started learning all the books written by great astrologers like B.V. Raman sir and K.N. Rao sir. So it has been admitted, those times in 70s and 80s when that technology was not that prominent. So B.V. Raman sir's prediction on especially to the coastal states in India regarding the weather sensitivity always happened to be so accurate that some of the offices used to shut down early, completely relying only on the prediction made by the B.V. Raman sir only. So that is what the power of astrology is. And along with that guys, I want to make few things clear. It's just like that lately, just because the kind of situation India and Pakistan are right now, so whatever I'm sharing as a part of my assessment, it is not targeted to any religion. I'm all accommodating, accepting, and I respect all the religion, all the belief system, nor it is targeted to country to Pakistan. It's just like that. It has got more to do with protesting against the state-sponsored terrorism. That is what the power of the diplomacy and the democracy is. If you live in cities this could be Vancouver, Toronto, New York, it's so cosmopolitan. A Palestinian might be protesting against the Israel over the weekend, but rest of the days of the week he might be working in a company which is being owned by someone who is Jewish. So this is what the democracy or the freedom of speech is. And oh my god, some of the people in the comment section, I'm seeing, Nipun, you don't have to reveal the plan when India will strike. See, all of that which the senior army veterans are asking, urging people, is more connected with the India and the Pakistan bordering state, that if any heavy deployment or shift of the army unit is happening, don't put it out on the social media platform. It's not like that. The astrologers have to refrain from that. I'm seeing certain astrologers, people have been asking me to tell about when India will take military action. I want to do that, but it is against the protocol. Imagine how FBI would have found the Osama going to a psychic, okay, let me see the crystal ball. Okay, do you have any ally in this? Yeah, Pakistan. Yeah, that is where the Osama is hiding. So I mean to say, it's not like that. We, as an astrologer, that is our duty to share that in which way the planets are concentrated, they are aligned. I recently made a video and posted on my social media as well regarding what were the planetary alignments at the time when in 1962 and 1965 India gotten into war. So it's all scientific, it's all logical based on the planetary alignments. Okay guys, now when we talk about this week, so this week is special because to begin with, this is going to be the end of planets being in a sensitive kind of alignment. Jupiter after this week will be all ready, all set to transit in the sign of the Gemini, and it will start aspecting the Sagittarius as well, its own sign. Along with that, Rahu and Ketu are going to be in a perfect alignment. Rahu and Ketu are I say them as the destiny's lock. Like they have this capacity to unfold those things regarding which you do not have any idea, and it's like a destiny's promise. All other planetary vibration can fluctuate, but whatever promise you are born with, which comes from Rahu and Ketu, it always get delivered. And along with that, guys, because Mercury is also going to be coming out of the Pisces sign. Now it's not like that Mercury was debilitated, or the debilitation was like getting cancelled because being conjunct with Venus. See, Mercury represents our intelligence. Mercury is a very impressionable planet. Like if you will put Mercury amidst this chaos being created by Saturn and Rahu, so somehow our mind drift more towards seeing negativity everywhere. Our mind tend to remain very traumatized, like the way we say there is a panic environment of panic. So that is what happens. So the good part is that Mercury is going to be leaving the Pisces, and it is going to be entering the Aries sign, and it is going to be getting conjunct with the sun over there, exalted sun over there. So which will happen in this week as well. Moon will start the journey from the Leo sign. During the middle of the week, it is going to get conjunct with Ketu as well. So that is going to be the stress point of this week. So Moon getting conjunct with Ketu, and the dispositor of the Ketu of the Virgo, Mercury, also shifting signs. So when I will start talking about how it is going to be influencing you based on your sign, you will get to know about that. And yes, our happy go lucky Moon will end the week transiting in the Libra sign. So now guys, talking about first with the Aries Lagna natives. So guys, in your case, Moon will start the journey from your like 5th house, and it will end the week transiting in your 7th house. So guys, the very first thing which will work in your advantage is that beyond any doubt, Sun is already right now like exalted in your 1st house, enhancing the prospects of your reputation and all. It's a good sign over there. Again guys, along with that, because Mercury is going to be finally entering your 1st house as well. So let's say for example, if any of your like business engagement, matters of communication, your relationship with your friends and co-workers, if it has got affected negatively in the past couple of weeks, so now it's going to be a sigh of relief as well. And all those people who are trying to get their struck money back and all, so it's a positive energy over there as well. Now guys, in your case, your 7th lord is still like conjunct in between like Saturn and Rahu. So all what I can say that even for the matters of the marriage or for the matrimonial seekers, immediate after this week, next week onwards, when Jupiter will transit to your 3rd house, that is going to be creating some positive energy for you. Right now guys, you have to be still careful because in your case, 5th lord Sun being exalted in the 1st house is giving you a lot of the attention, lot of the limelight. But this is also a combination when Venus is exalted, your ascendant lord is debilitated, where like you know, it's like where like in India we say that, or in the spying world we say that people who get honey trapped, or there might be that sort of attraction towards someone, but it might negatively impact your image as well. Like for example, getting into extramarital affair, or like some sort of physical attraction which is not very wholesome or healthy given to your setting, given to your situation, your environment, the ecosystem in which you live, it is not considered as very positive and all. So that is what I'm trying to tell you. So guys, and yes, for any of the land or property related engagement, the week is creating a good energy. For anything to do with the competitive situation and all, you have to write any competitive exam, the week is creating a favorable energy. So if I were to summarize, it's a good week for the career, success, enhancement of the reputation, success in the property related matters, like especially like getting rid of the property. Even like if you have to start the process of finalizing a deal, or you are on a house hunting, so week is favorable. Possibility of some auspicious event in the family life. End of the week, there is a slight possibility of pain or suffering to someone you know or loved one and all, because 4th lord Moon is getting conjunct with Ketu. So avoid travels guys at the end of the week. not a very good time for the matrimonial prospects. Wait for the next week when Jupiter will start aspecting your 7th house. Refrain from relationship which could tarnish your image. Along with that, refrain from, like if I were to say, the week is still slightly sensitive for getting into those kind of businesses or engagement and dealing with those people where there's a lot of the uncertainty involved. You have not dealt with them before and it's a new situation, new collaboration. So just be very mindful and alert over there. Now guys, when we talk about the Taurus Lagna natives, so guys, in your case, Moon is going to be starting the week from your 4th house, ending the week in your 6th house. And Mercury this week, which is a very important planet for you, so Mercury will also come out of your 11th house as well. So guys, to begin with, for the students or for any of the academic related matters, I'm actually seeing some very positive and favorable energy for you, even for those people, because in your case the 4th lord is exalted in the 12th house and the way Moon is transiting from there. So for those people who are trying to relocate or shift to a new address and all, so the week is very auspicious, very supportive over there as well. Along with that guys, I mentioned this thing, if you are an artist, you are a creative person, even in the matters of the love, romance and all, the week is creating a good energy, like suddenly getting attracted to someone, being introduced to someone. Regarding that front, the week is very favorable. So guys, if I were to summarize, like just when it comes down to in the matters of the education, because Moon will conjunct Ketu and Ketu is transitioning in a transition mode and all, so caution and care needs to be followed in the matters of your education. Like that is a different case if you are in the 5th house Ketu related field, which has to do with the research or spirituality, yoga, meditation, might be good time for them as well. First half is very empowering when it comes to in terms of your confidence. So first half is very empowering in terms of confidence. Stars are supporting you, any sort of relocation. Energy, money, time will be spent on family and housing related matters. Middle of the week will be supportive for the travels. End of the week will create anxiety, and that sort of anxiety which might drive people towards overindulgences, like just because you were so stressed and you just went to party, you spent too much money on the alcohol, or for certain people who went on that extravagant spree just because you were feeling restless, you just went on a rampage on your credit card. So just refrain from those sort of kind of behavior. So end of the week will create anxiety which could drive towards intoxication or gambling habits. Mediocre time for the matrimonial related matters guys, like if you are like on a lookout for a matrimonial alliance and all. Conflicting energies in the matters of the flow of income. So again guys, still have to wait for Rahu to leave your 11th house. End of the week will bring feelings of exploitation, like because Moon is going to be ending the week immediate after leaving Ketu in your 6th house. So yes, many people will feel that I'm doing too much for less. So that sort of mindset or feeling of exploitation might come, and just refrain from unnecessary conflict guys. Now when we talk about for the Gemini Lagna natives, so guys in your case, as you can see that Moon is going to be starting the week from your 3rd house and it's going to be ending the week in your 5th house. So Sun is already exalted in your 11th house. So yes, the week will start on a good note, like where some like good financial opportunity will come knocking your door. Some good opportunity will come to you. And again guys, the whole objective of these kind of videos is that if someone is suddenly taking interest in you, approaching you for some proposal, so like listen to that, because the way planetary alignments are indicating, it might be in your advantage. Yes, there is energy of the travels as well guys. Middle of the week might be emotionally very piercing, because Moon is going to be getting conjunct with the Ketu in the 4th house. It's a typical case because Moon in your case is your 2nd lord as well. So this could be a case that you said something very scathing, very harsh, which hurt someone in the family, which became an issue, or someone else told you something in the family which actually was emotionally very unsettling for you and all. So just be very mindful in these kind of situation, especially while using your words. But yes guys, middle of the week will create that energy, because in any case the prakriti or the nature is sensitive immediate after that, the way planets are shifting signs. So there will be that feeling in the middle of the week of existential crisis, or feeling detached and losing your mojo, motivation, feeling restless deep inside. So just try to find your emotional grounding. If like going to a temple, going to a mosque, going to a church gives you that, do that. But try to find, or try to be emotionally anchored. That will be very important, because guys, the fourth house is like in a straight axis with the Saturn Rahu in the 10th house. So this could be some like lack of progress or slow paced progress at your work front, or for many people this might be the so much politics happening at work. So just don't get affected because of that emotionally. So guys, if I were to summarize a good week from the income point of view, Ascendant Lord's entry in the house of wish fulfillment will bring stock money or awaited recognition. So yes, in this regard it's a good news, because Mercury is your Ascendant Lord. So it was kind of debilitated being surrounded by Saturn and Rahu. So if any of your hard earned money or some important project which have been long struck, there's a possibility that you will see a rapid progress over there. Along with that guys, so resources, connections, networking will be very supportive. Those trying to arrange money for business spendings will be able to successfully do that. Wait for the last week in the matrimonial matters. Oh sorry, I wanted to write wait for the next week in the matrimonial matters, because the next week onwards your 7th Lord Jupiter will be transiting in your ascendant, so which will create that yoga. So for any of the matrimonial proposals, alliances, development over there, I would say that you are already almost at the end of the rope. Immediate after that, Jupiter would have transited to your 1st house next week onwards, and it will start aspecting your 7th house. So for this week, don't rush into the marriage related development or matters. Along with that guys, students have to increase their efforts. Auspicious week for influencers or the creative professionals. See, this week is actually giving you a lot of the limelight and visibility. There will be a surge in your spiritual and religious activities. So religious enthusiasm is going to be high. Along with that, conjunction with Ketu in the 4th house, not a good week for land related dealings. So refrain from land or property related dealings this week, and refrain from the pessimistic thoughts by the end of the week. Now guys, when we talk about the Cancer Lagna natives, so guys, for the Cancer Lagna natives, Moon is going to be starting the week from your like 2nd house, and it is going to be ending the week in your like 4th house. So guys, yes, if I were to say from the recognition point of view, any of those work or restructuring or planning you are putting at work, especially with additional income sources, if you have any of the additional income sources in mind, and keeping that you are taking some steps in this week, so the omens will support you over there. There is also that energy of some travels as well this week. And again guys, just be very mindful, Rahu and Ketu are in a transition mode. Jupiter is also in a transition mode immediate after this week. So just refrain from getting into argument with someone. Like this could be a friend, this could be a sibling. Moon getting conjunct with Ketu in the 3rd house is creating that energy. This could be with your neighbors as well. And yes guys, the week will, if I were to divide the theme of the week, so the start of the week is very good for any running around, any decision in the matters of your finances or family. Middle of the week will entail a lot of the travels and feelings of like some sort of hurtful feelings because of the interaction with someone. And by the end of the week, you will find your solace, your comfort, and overall it's a fulfilling kind of week. So guys, if I were to say, for the Cancer Lagna natives, efforts will reap results. Week will start on a positive, encouraging note. End of the week will be creating vulnerability of lack of motivation. Time is running positive this week as well for the enhancement of reputation and career success. Flow of the income will be intact. Supportive time for government connected tasks or projects. Supportive time for matrimonial seekers. Now guys, when we talk about the Leo Lagna natives, so guys, for the Leo Lagna natives, moon is going to be starting the week from your first house, and it is going to be ending the week in your third house. And guys, the best news is that your important planet like Mercury, which somehow controls, governs your income, opportunity, connection and all. So Mercury is now finally coming out of your 8th house, and more than the 8th house, coming out of debilitation, coming out of the clutches of Saturn and Rahu. So this could be a case that if your mind has been lately traumatized, your money has been getting struck, all the plans are backfiring, so now that evil shadow will lift up, so it will stop bothering you. So guys, when it comes down to for the enhancement of reputation, especially luck playing a significant role this week. So regarding that front, I'm actually seeing you in a good place, like because of the luck taking you at the right places. There might be some travels for sure, so energy is very favorable, supportive for the travels as well. And if I were to say moon getting conjunct with Ketu, because then Ketu will leave your second house, so if you want to make any charity, any donation in the name of the well-being of your family and all, or unconditionally helping someone and all, see guys, helping attitude, charitable attitude, now you have to embrace for the next couple of months, because Ketu in the first house, Saturn in the 8th house, all these energies are like, if you are good to the nature, that invisible force and divine will protect you, your ancestors will protect you. So now onwards, just make it a habit, never use the curse word. And especially my parents have not left for anything for me, oh it all happened because I'm born in this family. Don't use these words. So there are like those forces which are listening, so that will become very important for you now. So guys, overall in a nutshell, supportive week for career success and recognition, supportive time for travels, any of the displacement or job related transfer and all. Travels will be very productive but will be expensive at the same time. Good week for listing property for the sale. Luck is supportive for recovering long struck or lost money, like Mercury out of the 8th house. Supportive time for progressing in matrimonial alliances. Saturn Rahu is still in the 8th house. So don't fall prey to becoming a guarantor to someone in the financial matters or investing money in the risky venture. So yes guys, you have to be very careful over here. Like Saturn Rahu is still in the 8th house. It's just the last week and all. So don't try to become a guarantor between the financial dealing of two people. So don't become a mediator over there. So yes guys, moving ahead. Now when we talk about the Virgo Lagna natives, so guys, in your case, moon is going to be starting the week from your 12th house, and it is going to be ending the week in your second house. So guys, the good news is that because although your ascendant lord is going to be coming out of the 7th house, like over there it was debilitated, conjunct with Saturn and Rahu, but still the happiness is still not that far, but you still have to be patient for that, because now Mercury is transiting in your 8th house. It is a beneficial time for the people connected with the occult or investment banking or research and all. So guys, okay, if I were to start focusing on your weekly forecast, so the week will start on a good note where we talk about the energy of the travels is very much evident. I can see that the travel energy is very favorable. Along with that guys, even from the income point of view, like this could be a case that you work in a multinational company, import export nature of work, or this could be a case that you have to undertake a travel to finalize a deal, finalize a vendor, so all of that. So the week is creating a favorable energy for that as well. End of the week is going to be creating a lot of the anxiety, because moon is going to be getting conjunct with Ketu in the first house, and the ascendant lord is going to be in the 8th house. So that means by the end of the week there is going to be slight anxiety which you have to deal with. It's going to be a good week when we talk about for any of the academic related matters. like if you have to write any competitive exam and all, so the week is creating a favorable energy for that as well. There might be some slight misunderstanding with the partner and all, so be very mindful regarding that, because the seventh lord is now slightly sensitive. Jupiter is on a verge to shift signs and all, and even the shift of the Rahu and Ketu is going to be impacting your first house and the seventh house, this shift to the next axis. So yes guys, Prakriti or the nature is slightly sensitive. So if I were to summarize, it's a good week for the income. Travel looks very feasible, so travel will not only be feasible but also very productive as well. End of the week will make you anxiety prone. Be careful of the outburst or your terms with the friends and the siblings, so you have to be slightly mindful over there guys. So any of the outburst, especially directed or around your friends and siblings, might not go along very well, so you have to be very careful over there as well. Be careful in any documentation work or while engaging with new people in a precarious situation. I like this word, precarious. So okay, I do not know whether I pronounced it right or not. Okay, now good week for success in the academic or competitive situation, happiness from children and contentment in the creative endeavors. Terms with spouse or matrimonial matters are sensitive. Now guys, when we talk about the Libra Lagna natives, so guys, for you, beyond any doubt, your 11th lord is exalted in the 7th house. The whole shift of the planets immediate after this week is going to be in a perfect alignment for you. Jupiter getting into the 9th house, Rahu Ketu shifting signs. So guys, if I were to say for the enhancement of reputation point of view, or because see guys, Mercury is a very important planet for you, and Mercury was not only debilitated, it was like surrounded by the very scary force of Saturn and Rahu. Like mind is somehow grounded and fixated to seeing only the negative things. This is how the planets were operating in your life. Oh my god, life is very hard, one has to work very hard. So this is how your mind and Mercury was making you feel and think and contemplate or process things. So now everything is happening in a perfect alignment. So yes guys, like the way I was talking about, for the enhancement of reputation, spike in the income, the week is creating a good energy. By the middle of the week, there is going to be the energy of the travel, but yeah, it will be very tiring as well. Like there are like those travels where you relax, you experience luxury, and there are like those travels which are filled with uncertainty. Flight is getting delayed, you do not know when is going to be the boarding will start, this and that. And along with that guys, slight vulnerability of people plotting things behind your back, because after this Rahu and Ketu will be in the perfect alignment. But just because Moon in your case is your 10th lord, any of the weekly horoscope, even if it will not be valid in other areas of the life, but in terms of your career it will always be accurate, because Moon is your 10th lord and it's the Moon only which is traveling the zodiac. So yes guys, it's the last week where you have to still be at guard, where the people might be plotting or rooting behind your back. You have to be on an alert mode this week as well. And health needs to be watched guys. In the matrimonial prospects and all, it's a supportive energy. So guys, if I were to summarize for the Libra Lagna natives for this week, 10th lord journey through the 11th house and sun being exalted in the 7th house, creating a good energy for the enhancement of reputation or gains in the income. Success in the land or property related transaction. Good energy for success in academic matters for the students or like those people who are trying to enroll to any foreign university. Act with surrender and service mode, as any tactfulness will backfire. So the way the things are for you, much better be in a surrender mode. Moon will pass through the 12th house conjunction with Ketu. So secret enemies or people plotting behind your back energies will loom. Health needs to be watched for this week as well. And yes, supportive week for matrimonial seekers or seeking to further your prospects in business. Now guys, when we talk about the Scorpio, so guys, for the Scorpio Lagna natives guys, as you can see that like Moon is going to be starting the week from your 10th house and it's going to be ending the week in your like 12th house. So yes guys, in terms of the like enhancement of the reputation, success in the career related matters, you're applying for a job or awaiting any promotion, the stars are supporting you. It's just like that, guys. The Saturn Rahu conjunction in the 5th house is like just still giving that mental anguish. So the mental instability is still something regarding which you have to be cautious, regarding which you have to be careful. And if I were to say, guys, see, the flow of the money is intact. It's just like that moon is getting conjunct with Ketu in the 11th. So no matter how much money is coming in, you still will be dissatisfied with that. So just like a very practical, pragmatic approach is needed. Along with that, guys, moon is your 9th lord as well. So during this week, don't take any leap of faith or those chances completely relying on the luck. Okay, let me go for that deal, let me get into that collaboration, luck is supporting me. So it's not like that. So be very mindful over there. And end of the week is creating the energy of the travels as well. So guys, if I were to summarize, week is supportive for success in job like promotion or getting a job and all. 5th house conjunction of Saturn Rahu will keep many mentally perplexed. 5th lord Jupiter is in a transitional mode which will keep academic, progeny, love, romance matters slightly volatile. Average to good time for matrimonial seekers. End of the week will give extreme fluctuation to luck driven gains or losses. Now guys, when we talk about the Sagittarius Lagna natives, guys, in your case, moon is going to be starting the week from your 9th house and it is going to be ending the week in your 11th house. So guys, if I were to say Saturn Rahu energy is still there in the 4th house, so the family life and the domestic life is still slightly sensitive and the impact of that is coming in your career. So the way you are doing things at career, it is all the root causes in your case is whatever is happening in your personal family life. Or this could be, guys, 4th house is very important house because this gives us emotional grounding. And if you are emotionally haphazard, unstable, it impact all other areas of our life. So that is what you have to be mindful of that, guys. Along with that, travels seems to be very working out in your favor. For any of the education related matters, Mercury is out of your like 4th house, now will start transiting in your 5th house. Independent consultant, advisor, it's a good time for them as well, even in the matters of the education. Even for the creators, it's a good week. And just guys, Saturn Rahu still in the 4th house. Refrain from any land or property related deals this week. So if I were to summarize, week will bring fluctuation in the family life which will eventually affect your career and financial front as well. 5th house connected matters will prove out to be productive and auspicious, like education, romance, or decision making and all, or giving advice to people and all. Ascendant lord will be in a transitional mode this week, so making health slightly vulnerable, but immediate after this, guys, once Jupiter will transit your 7th house, settle down over there, so a lot of things will improve in your life. And yes, guys, and lastly, so ascendant lord will be in the transitional mode this week, making health vulnerable. And lastly, refrain from any land or property related deals this week as well. Now guys, when we talk about the Capricorn Lagna natives, so guys, in your case, moon is going to be starting the week from your 8th house and it is going to be ending the week in your 10th house. So guys, the saving grace is that Mercury is going to be coming out of the clutches of the Saturn and Rahu during this week. Sun is already exalted. So the only concern is that, guys, in your case, see, Mars is there in your 7th house and moon, which becomes your 7th lord, is going to be transiting from the 8th house, and then it is going to get conjunct with the Ketu in the 9th house. So guys, in your commercial matters or while dealing with your bosses, you have to be careful, because whatever will happen over here, it will disturb you or it will slow down your progress. It will impact you. So much better take the diplomatic approach and don't get into the loggerheads or come in the way of each other. So diplomatic way of resorting to solution is something which this week is urging you to behave. Along with that, guys, end of the week is creating an energy of the travels, but it will be filled with uncertainty, like the flight time is getting cancelled, postponed, delays. So this could be surrounded like that. But again, at the same time, end of the week is creating a very high potent spiritual energy for you. So guys, if I were to summarize, luck will fluctuate in the commercial business dealings this week. Strong energies of conflict with bosses, Matters of interpersonal relationship are on the radar. So you have to be very careful with your interpersonal relationship. Saturn, Rahu in the third house. Rahu Ketu shift will happen over your ninth and the 8th axis, making luck sensitive. So refrain from taking big chances or leap of faith driven action this week. Those who were trying to secure a loan or trying to get their hands on money stock or get money arranged for investments will find success. Success in the academic matters for the students or those who have to write any competitive exam. In the matrimonial matters or courtship, energies are favorable for sudden proposal or alliances or finalization of the things. Now guys, when we talk about the Aquarians, now guys, for the Aquarians, see, the thing is, stars are actually empowering you because Sun in the third house, Mars in the sixth house, and Ketu in the 8th house. So guys, you are in a kind of situation where if you will beat someone, you will beat someone blue and black, and if you will get beaten down by someone, oh my god, you have to lick your wounds. So I mean to say, yes guys, this is how the energy is getting generated. So it all comes down to in which area of life you are putting your efforts right now. But I'm actually seeing you in a very empowered kind of situation. The good thing is that Mercury, which is a planet of the discriminatory intelligence, Mercury is also now coming out of the debilitation clutches of Saturn and Rahu from your second house as well. So a lot of the things are improving for the Aquarius Lagna natives this week, like empowering you, in short, if I were to say. So guys, in the matters of the relationship, guys, slight vulnerability, power struggle will still be there with your partner and all. And when we talk about the end of the week is creating a very good energy, like in a way, in just one strike, you might be able to, like, this could be getting a deal to take care of all your pending loans, being able to get rid of the loans, being able to get rid of the enemies, being able to wrap up or resolve any of the long standing court case and all. So this is how energy is going to be getting generated for you. So this last nudge of Ketu might end up giving you something. But again guys, the thing is, it's still sensitive because Saturn and Rahu, Saturn is still there in the second house. So the matters of the financial income is on the radar. It is fluctuating. So let's say for example, you by yourself don't take risky decision, and let's say for example, life in itself brings something to you on the platter. So just don't go crazy. Like the way there has been this documentary that 90% of the homeless people who win a lottery, they end up being back in the same position because they don't know how to manage it, how to manage that big amount of money which suddenly has come to them. So that's what I'm trying to tell you. So be very mindful over there. So, and guys, by the end of the week, there is a energy of the travels which will be very comforting, very uplifting and all. So if I were to summarize guys, possibility of difference of opinion with the partner, especially because high ego on both sides. By the end of the week, many will be able to stabilize their debt or credit related situation. Workplace situation will improve this week. Good week for matrimonial alliance seekers. Refrain from conflicts. As I said, Mars in the 6th, Sun in the 3rd is uncontrolled, very high energy, which will make people slightly provocative, like you by yourself might go ahead picking fights. So refrain from that attitude. Confidence is very high guys, which will support people in any leadership role. Health is slightly on the radar. Moon is getting conjunct with Ketu in the 8th. Because of that, end of the week will be emotionally unsettling, will also make the lower body parts vulnerable. Any planned surgeries will yield good anticipated results. Money will keep pouring in better. There's a comma. Money will keep pouring in, so better to either save it rather than redirecting it for further risky investments. Now guys, when we talk about the Pisces Lagna natives, so guys, in your case, definitely there's going to be the surge of energy which will work in your advantage. Guys, this is going to be the last week. After that, you will definitely see a surge or a shift in the energies around you, because guys, like Rahu and Ketu, whenever they're like transiting from the 1st house and the 7th house, it's kind of a energy where karmic things happen in our life, which somehow snatches away our free will. Along with that, guys, your ascendant lord is also going to be shifting signs. Now Jupiter's transit in the Mandakaraka Avastha in the third house is not considered as that potent as much as its fourth house transit is considered as powerful, empowering. In the original Kalpurush Kundli, in the fourth house, which is connected with the energy of the Cancer, where Jupiter attains exaltation. So I mean to say there are like lot of the shift which is in the pipeline for you. And guys, this week moon is going to be starting the week from your 6th house, being the 5th lord. So for the students who have to write any competitive exam, it's going to be a supportive time. See, many will struggle to save money. But let's say, for example, if you want to get any of the loan approved, get money arranged on credit from the market, the week is very supportive for that. Even for those people who have to exert their authority, like you are in any of the leadership role and all, or during this week only, any of the interview or important job, employment or recruitment process you have to go through. So the stars are supporting you. It's just like that, guys. By the end of the week, like moon is going to get conjunct with the Ketu in your 7th house as well. So there is definitely going to be that feeling of detachment with the partner and all. So guys, if I were to summarize, first half of the week is supportive in the 5th house connected artistic or academic matters. Many will struggle to save money. Health needs to be guarded. Good week for performing good in any competitive situation. Now Saturn is settled in your 1st house, like carrying the rulership over your 11th house of the gains and the 12th house of expenses or exertion of energy. So that means now Saturn is settled in your 1st house. So get equipped to putting extra efforts for the regular or even the usual gains. And lastly, guys, good week for the matrimonial alliance matters, with like there is going to be that energy of the suddenness, because it's the Ketu in your 7th house before leaving. It might grant you some good news in that department. So yes, guys, this is something which I wanted to say as a part of my inputs. Once again, thanks a lot for watching this video. And for further more updates and notification on the divine science of Vedic astrology, please subscribe to my YouTube channel and follow me on my Instagram account. Dhanyavad.